just beautiful, wasn't it? In that 1-3 pocket. Now, Danny Wiseman, wearing contacts now. Trying to get things together, some personal problems, and he's doing a great job. Perfect with the slide. Danny Wiseman. So we're all even after one frame. It's a well-dressed crowd, isn't it? Won his first title in his hometown of Baltimore at a center once owned by the Colts legend, Johnny Unitas. And just as consistent as Johnny Unitas. You remember Dave D'Entremont had 10 strikes in his victory in the first game. He opened with his 11th of the afternoon, now shooting in the second game. Oh, yes. Oh, perfection.
You're right, Chris. With me, Steve Wilson. Steve, you bowled very well against D'Entremont. He's red hot. However, the key looks like the left-hand lane. Both of you are a little off on that lane.
Yeah, the left-hand lane was a little tighter, forced us in a little bit, and it got a little over-under there. And I made a good shot in the 8th, left a 2-pin, and I just had a little trouble with that lane. But I think I got a little too aggressive with the shots in the middle of the game.
Well, your game looks sharp. Good luck next week in Erie.
Thanks.
Back to you, Chris.
All right. So we'll make it a 3-bagger. Opening with 3 after his big victory against Steve Wilson. Danny Wiseman is 27 years old, 5'10", 165 pounds. 4 national titles in 7 years. A PBA member. Best this year, 32nd in the Baltimore Open. It's a nice style, though, and he, too, has a 3-bagger.
You're right, Chris. It's a very oily style. It's a 4-step delivery with 4 pronounced long steps and then a real long slide. What I like most about his game, though, is how steady he is with his head. There's not much vertical movement in here. Watch the head come all the way through the area. The long slide, that is excellent form, and that's what we saw from Danny in the first 3 or 4 years out here on the tour. It looks like it's back, and he's a good guy. Still young at only 27 years old. Both players perfect through 3.
Make it 4 in a row in his first appearance this afternoon and this year for Danny Wiseman. Going to take a break and then we'll return. If you're visiting not too far away Mystic Seaport Museum, you can explore gallery. I hit 3, 6, 10. Having some trouble with the approach. Bo?
Chris, well, it looks like he little sticks on the approach, but he's soft with this shot, and it breaks early, avoids the 3, 6, 7, 10 split, across lane, try to hit the 3 and 6, the ball will take out the 10.
Chop the 3 and the 6. It's an open frame. Bo?
That was an ugly shot, Chris, and he's getting a lot of strikes, and nothing that happens. Now, the man who's in the semifinal position, though, however, is Dave Traver. And Dave, among the 5 players in the championship round, I don't know if you know it, you have the lowest average. You barely average 200 on that pair. These other guys, 240. Any adjustment you made going into this final game?
No, that doesn't matter. That's in the past. They're pretty nice today. It's almost the same condition as Baltimore, and hopefully I get the same results.
All right, he won 2 weeks ago in Baltimore, Chris, so he's anxious. Back to you.
Yes, he is, and D'Entremont bounces right back after an open with a strike in the 5th. Now, 4 in a row, Danny Wiseman shooting in the 5th frame. He, too, is checking the approach, using most of it now. Five-bagger for Danny Wiseman.
I'll tell you, you can watch Danny Wiseman even in a mirror, Chris. I've seen this player bowl left-handed, and he bowls identically left-handed and right-handed. He's only a few pins different. He has that real long flowing motion, and he's got a nice wrist action. Now watch how he plays lanes. He's actually dead perfect for this pair, and the key is his wrist action. He's in this area. He's going to be right around the second and third arrow. Pretty straight approach. That long slide. He's trying to hit a target here. He's perfect through 5. Let's watch this.
He's halfway for a Tums $100,000 bonus for a perfect game.
Point, he gets a real good break on 27 as he trips his second 4-pin on that lane. A big difference when you get all the carrying going for you. The Intermont dangerous when he's behind, and he needs some strikes.
So that double helps.
The Big D bowls a little bit different style than his opponent, Danny Wiseman. Dave always looks for the swing area. He really doesn't look for the hold area where the ball's set in the pocket. He wants to get it down there, trust it to the right, and flip it back to the pocket with 6-7 degree of angle. He's done it very well every shot this game except that disastrous 4th frame.
It'll be 7-10.
Well, he goes too deep. You know, we talk about a 45 feet down the lane, the ball breaking to the hole. Dave sends it out there, gets it back about 48 feet, and right now he's in real trouble as he needs to get either the bounce the 7 or the 10 out. As you see, one of the greatest of all times was the first to ever do it on national television, Mark Roth, more than a decade ago. D'Intermont's trying the same style. Woo, pretty close.
Second open frame now for the winner of the first game, Dave D'Intermont, and he trails by 49. Now with 6 in a row, shooting in the 7th frame. Five to go.
Well, Chris, he's making up for lost time. A 3-year hiatus from the championship round, due a little bit to financial problems, personal problems, are all behind him, and he looks sharp as ever, and even more determined. Sometimes, than it looks in Danny's case, you come back stronger than ever from a little bit of disaster in your life, and he's sharp here. First 7.
9th appearance on television. 13-4, 226 average.
Boy, that is something. That
Isn't
speaks
it?
very highly.
So the string ends at 7.